When it comes to recruiting with consulting, there are a few tips that I have to help yourself stand out a little bit. So for one, the most important thing I would say is know the differences between each of the firms. Consulting isn't the same everywhere. And once you start to learn a little bit more about each firm and talk to people, you'll start to see the minute and the big differences. It's important to know how they recruit and what's important to them. So for example, if you're recruiting with McKinsey, they might put a little bit less emphasis on networking with them throughout the process. They want to make sure that you look great on paper versus a Deloitte where, yes, it's important for you to be smart and look good on paper, but they also want to know what kind of person you are, and so the networking becomes that much more important. So that leads me into my second tip, which is to make sure that you are getting to know people at the different firms. And it's not just so that you can learn about what they do and what type of consulting they have there, but it's also trying to figure out, can you see yourself fitting within the culture of that company? And that's going to be really important. So talking to as many people as possible and getting to know who they are, allowing them to get to know who you are, is going to be really important. And then finally, I would say be familiar with casing. You may have heard about the case interview, but definitely make sure that you take some time to read up on what a case interview is like. Maybe watch a few videos on, what it looks like to go through a case, and make sure that you're not waiting until the last minute to start your case prep, because it's not really something that you can learn overnight. It's a skill that you develop over time. So you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to practice that.